All right, everybody. It is Memorial Day weekend, so happy weekend, long weekend for most of you. Sorry for those of you that don't have a long weekend. But a few people ask me to do a video on just smoking basics or just barbecuing basics. Because when I started, I was doing on a normal gas grill, and then moved up to my GMG Smoker Green Mountain grills, and I've kind of progressed with various tools. There's tons of other ones out there. These are just my basic tools that I use pretty much all the time. So we're going to start from like beginning to end, right? Of what I use, why they're important. So let me switch around here. Alright, so nice, sterile, disposable, general purpose rubber gloves. Make sure they can be used for food, if they don't have any chemicals on them or anything. But use those, wear them all the time, and change between touching various types of meat. So once you're done prepping a piece of something, you're switching to a different, change your gloves. Do not cross-contaminate. Also, don't use the same cutting block, same workspace. If you do, wash it down. Right. Next one is just a meat tenderizer. I don't use it all that often, but sometimes when you get a piece of meat that's really tough, or you got like a duck that the skin is really thick and the fat is really thick on the duck, I'll use that to puncture holes in it so the smoke, one, can absorb into the meat, and two, it can, if you're putting a dry rub or marinating it, it'll allow it to penetrate. Obviously, basting brush. I have various different kinds of temperature thermometers here. So I have, single dial. I have this 4-pack, which are good. Like this side is good for beef, and these two are good for poultry. And they literally state, if you look on the thermometer, says right on there, rare, medium, and it's hard to see it, but rare, medium, and well. So R, M, and W. So you can kind of see what temperatures you're at, and to type, to get to the finish you're looking for. I also have the digital, so I use this, and on here it also tells me, the recommended temperatures for various things that you're cooking, and that's meat temp. And then a meat claws. This is great for grabbing a piece of meat and flipping it. Like if you have a big brisket or something, you can grab both of these, one in each hand, stick it in the side, flip it. Or it's great for shredding, so you can stick it and start pulling them apart. It's awesome. Really nice sharp knife for trimming before you start, and also as you cut your meat, you want it to have something really sharp, so you're not tearing through the meat, you're actually slicing a nice clean cut. This is a multi-purpose rack, so you can use it to set like a roast in, or a chicken, or a duck, or a turkey, or something here, or flip it over, and now it is a rib rack. So you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 racks of ribs in there. This, crosswise in there, and it'll lay fairly decent. And it also gives you the ability to hold it. So you got the handles on each side, and you can lift it up and carry your ribs in and out without having to bring a tray. All right. Obviously, your normal tongs and stuff like that. Your spatulas. So, as a pellet smoker, this is the company I use. I use the Lumberjack. This is my favorite. This is the Supreme blend. It's oak, hickory, and cherry. Really nice, smooth, even flavor when you're smoking just about anything. I really enjoy it. I've tried a couple of their others. I've tried Competition. I just like this one better. The other one that I just bought, which is pretty awesome, I haven't tried it yet, this is the Sweetwood blend, which is maple, beech, and cherry. The guy I bought it from said that they use this on their ribs and it turns out really nice. They actually use the cherry straight up usually, and it gives it really nice flavor. Not sure if I want to go that sweet, but we'll see. This is going to be an interesting one. I'll give you guys a review on this. I may do a couple racks of ribs with this. As I stated, Lumberjack brand is what I use. They are out of Wisconsin, Hayward, Wisconsin. So it's Great Lakes Renewable Energy Incorporated, Hayward, Wisconsin. It's a 40-pound bag. I buy them direct from a guy that buys them here in my neighborhood, and get them for about $16 a pound, or $16 a 40-pound bag. All right. So, breakdown of a smoker, pellet smoker specifically. This is my hopper. This is where the pellets go. And see that little yellow thing sticking out with the clear top? That is the pellet sensor to let you know when your hopper is getting low. That grate right there is the hopper fan. Keep air flowing in. I've just went through and cleaned my smoker a little bit. You don't want to clean everything. Like, you want to keep the, basically your smoker becomes primed, and you don't want to remove all of that. But I did clean all of my drip pan, my cast iron grates. Actually took it to the car wash and pressure washed it, all of the pieces inside. Then I scraped the bottom out and vacuumed it out. I cleaned off the spout. There was a lot of creosote on there and just grease stuck all over. Did watch a video of somebody else. They were talking about the depth, and on here he was using about pretty much like a 2-finger. If you look, there's 2 fingers between the opening and the brim of the cap, and that is a good all year long opening. So I am going to be hopefully picking up a brisket today. I'm gonna go down to Costco and see what they got. Actually, surprisingly, Costco and Sam's have very good meat. Bought from them Hy-Vee. I love their meat counter. They just didn't have any briskets right now, and Sam's only had the flat, and they were charging almost as much for the flat as I was getting for the whole brisket at Hy-Vee. So anyway, that is my basic tools and just kind of basic knowledge of the smoker. If you guys want to know anything else or got any questions, if you think there's a video that I should do to help you guys figure things out, or for those of you that are just starting or that have been doing it but aren't sure, hey, how do you do this? I'm more than willing to answer any of those questions. Just find out what works for you. There is no real wrong way or wrong tool to use. I am changing tools constantly as I'm reading about a new one, trying it out. It's not what I wanted. I've tried 2 different rib racks. This one seems to be a little bit more stable. The other ones I have they're all right. They're less multi-purpose, and they're literally rib racks. So it's a beautiful, like, almost 90 some degrees here in Minnesota. Not quite humid, but I'm thinking it's going to get there. At some point the humidity might start climbing, but right now it's just hot. But hopefully everybody has a wonderful and awesome holiday weekend. And salute to all of you, military and ex-military, all of you that have served our country. I thank you for your time and the sacrifices you have given and your family has given for us. So I am smoking in your honor this weekend. Anyway, when I get to actually doing some smoking this weekend, I will have a video. So here's to not being stereotypical. And this is Stereotype Steve signing out, saying peace and have a great weekend. Thanks for checking me out. StereotypeSteve.com, and check me out on YouTube at Stereotype Steve is my channel, and you also find me on Twitter, StereoTYP_Steve. Anyway, that's it for now. Have a great weekend.